Perfect. Thank you very much for meeting with me this morning. I'm
Nice
excited
to have you here, Ryan.
thank you. I'm excited to share my idea with you. I'm really excited about it. And I know it'll be able to help your company for Salt Lake Express. So first, so first, there's a problem, and so I'm here to help solve this problem. And so what we've talked about is that you guys want to reach the what's the word? The target market of college students. You guys aren't reaching enough college students to ride your buses, and you just kind of have a general audience. But we
The
want
darn Zimride competes with us.
exactly, yeah, or Uber or something. We
Exactly.
want to target the audience to college students. So for that, I have made this presentation. So exactly. So I'm gonna make this a little brighter so you can see from this angle.
Yeah.
It's like a weird angle right
Yeah, you
here.
want to step it back a little bit, or
No, it should be good.
since we can't see it, you can move it so you can see a
Okay.
little more.
Yeah.
There you go. Okay.
So yeah, so as we've talked about, one of the problems is not being able to reach out to the college students and grab our attention to why we should ride your bus. And also not enough advertising. I've noticed that from your guys' social media, you guys aren't reaching enough advertising to even want to reach out to us college students. And then also not aware, I feel like you guys aren't entirely aware of your target audience, because you've told me you want to reach college students, but I haven't seen much coming at us as college students, as I am a college student. So that's
Hopefully
why
you've got an idea of how we can
exactly
tap in, right?
I've got so these are problems. I've got the solution for
Okay.
you. And then not interesting content. I feel like the content that you guys are releasing is more for the general public, and it's not. It's the typical. All right, let's ride the bus, and we'll get to our destination.
Let's write a couple things down. Keep going.
Sure.
Oh, keep going. That's
Yeah.
right.
So I feel like the general content that you guys are creating it's not. Sorry, what was I saying?
Well, the content's not geared
Yeah,
towards you, it sounds
it's
like.
pretty generic. It's pretty typical. When you think of a bus company, you think, all right, well, they're going to get me from point A to point B. But I feel like if you want to reach us as college students, the content has got to be interesting. It's got to catch our attention. It's got to be memorable, you know?
Yeah.
So the solution to this problem is we're going to reach the college students. This is what we're going to do. Working with video, we're going to advertise. We're going to boost up your social media. We're going to get these videos, this content on all social media platforms, on Facebook, on Instagram, everything that you guys use, YouTube. And we will boost up this advertisement for you guys. And then as well, we will narrow down your target audience. As we've said before, we want to contact the college students. I feel like we are throwing this dart just at the target, but with me being able to help you guys, we will hit that bullseye with the college students.
Okay.
And then if you want to focus later on with any other age group, we will hit that bullseye. But right now, we're going to focus on the college students. And then as well, with this problem, we will create the content necessary to capture each audience, each target audience attention. And I believe with this plan, we will be able to do so. So the plan is, the idea, the video that I want to create for you guys is a 30 to 60-second ad. And so the reason why I choose 30 to 60 is because us college students, pretty much anybody, but more specifically our generation, to catch our attention, you need about the first 5 seconds, you need to catch our attention. If you don't, we're gonna blow right through it. We're not even gonna watch your video. We're not gonna act upon it. So
You just click and pass on.
click,
scroll,
scroll, swipe
swipe,
away,
oh.
exit, whatever it is. We won't watch it if you can't catch our attention. And if you can catch our attention in the first 5 seconds, you need to maintain that attention for about 15 to 30. And once you have our attention, we're locked in. So this idea that I have for you guys is I would like to grab that attention of us college students and have them act on it. And because as we said before, I feel like the content that's being created right now isn't catching our attention, so that's why we're not riding the bus. With this ad, I know we'll be able to do so. We will target that audience of college students. So the advertisement, the video that I would like to present to you guys is, first of all, seeing this image, what kind of video, what runs through your mind? What do you think we could create with this screenshot?
Well, the
we're-
first thing is I had to zone in and see those are two buses, then I could figure that out. And then it's kind of dark, so I'm like something criminal might be happening. I see someone running to get into that, but they're too similar. So maybe you're trying to say there's choices. There's Salt Lake Express, or there's Uber or Zip Ride. And how do we stand out? Is that what you're looking at?
That's a very interesting observation. I like that. We could go many ways with
We
this.
can,
Like
yeah.
a picture's worth a million words,
Right.
1,000 words.
Mhm.
So the first right as I saw this, I instantly thought. So we had two Salt Lake Express buses,
Uh-huh.
and we can make this. Just follow along with me.
Sure.
We could make. So this is my vision. A hip hop video.
Okay.
So we'll have
Sounds
two
intriguing.
Salt Lake Express buses. We would have that space in between with that backlight behind, just like that,
Yep.
and have a hip hop dance crew in between the two
Cool.
buses.
I like
I
it.
think that would be very interesting.
Mhm.
It would definitely catch our younger generation's attention.
Mhm.
So it'd be a dance team of about 5 to 15. At first, I was thinking 3 to 7, but then I met up with a couple guys and talked about it, and they have a whole team behind them that
Mm.
they could
So
bring
you have
in.
someone in mind that
I
is
do.
willing to be
Yeah.
filmed. And
I have two guys that have a whole team behind them that are all interested. They're all choreographers, so they can plan easily a 30-second choreography to this video, and they're very interested. And so as soon as I saw this image, I instantly thought of a music video, because I personally love filming music videos.
Mhm.
So I thought that would be awesome.
Mhm.
And
is the reason for two just to create that space and to have it bordered, or is it like whether you're going to Salt Lake or Boise, you got you covered, or what are you thinking of with two?
so that is very interesting. So I'm not 100% familiar with Salt Lake Express, what the
Mhm.
buses on the outside look like, but if it is possible to put the routes on top, I'm not sure if they are. Yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly, I don't think
Right.
they are. That's why. But it would be very cool. But I like the two buses because it gives a good symmetrical feeling to it
Yeah.
in the video.
So border and a
Yeah.
symmetry is
Some
good.
border symmetry. I like the composition of it,
Mhm.
and then also
Fill in that space with
fill in the space in the
emotion.
middle with emotion, with a lot of things going on. And I just instantly, when I saw that, the first thing I thought of is just having two guys run up the side of the buses doing backflips off in slow motion. I just love that. I think it would go super good.
And then they're gonna get our buses, right?
Of course,
And then-
of course, and then ride it to Salt Lake or whatever. And then, so yeah, and then the dance crew would obviously be college students, because it would just add more of the feeling to it. And then with this video, we could just get multiple different angles, multiple different camera shots in the 30 seconds. And I already have the audio track. I found it a couple nights ago. I think it would go great. It lasted. I didn't bring the audio track with me. I was thinking about it, but
I was gonna ask you what music I want to hear.
yeah. I'll hopefully bring it with me to the presentation. But I think the part that I want to use goes to about 45 seconds, which I think would be prime. Are there any questions so far?
Well, obviously, questions will come up for me your cost and their rights to it being used, and do we owe them? Do we have to pay them, that type of thing. So
Okay.
money is what comes in, and then of course, then I want to know what have you done to project out what the return on investment might be. Now, granted, we're not hitting our market, we want to do it, so we need to start somewhere. But have you thought? So, how you'll get this out? I know it's social media, and then what will get them to come in? Will it just be the fact that they saw a cool video? So that just tying that up a little bit.
Sure. So why would this help?
Because
So
it's something new is exactly what I was going to say.
exactly, something new, fresh. I personally have not seen a bus commercial like this.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever seen one, and honestly, I don't know how I came up with the idea, but I think it's a new and fresh idea that will get out to your audience. And I think it's pretty trendy. Like, once people see it, they're gonna be like, "Wow, like that is really cool."
Yeah.
I think it'll be a new cool thing, and
Mhm.
we could branch off that. And I think it's definitely rememberable. I think it's something that once we catch their attention and they watch the video, they're gonna be like, "Wow, that was really cool." When they see Salt Lake Express, they will link that, like, "Wow, that was a cool video. Oh, there's Salt Lake Express. I remember that cool video I saw. It's
Yeah.
memorable. I believe so." And then you will be able to connect with the young generation, with the college students, with our generation. Like we've said from previous advertisements, I don't feel like you guys have reached the connection with our young generation. But I feel like with this
We
video,
just figured they'd write us because they got to be flying
point
it
A
out,
to point
right?
B, right? And they do, but I feel like this would be able to reach our younger generation even more. And then how is this beneficial to you? Why would this video, does this benefit you? How does it benefit you? So it targets out to the college students, it markets out to us. It's an increase, it will increase the ticket sales from college students. I don't know if it...
They'll keep going.
Okay.
Still here.
So increased ticket sales from college students, you will see a revenue coming in more from college students. Hopefully, that's the goal. And then you'll increase your awareness in college cities. For example, as we have here, Rexburg is a college city, Boise, Logan, Salt Lake City, Provo. All these college cities on your route we will boost this video out to those college cities to cause a greater awareness, not just here in Rexburg, but all these college cities, to cause a greater awareness of your brand. And allow me to strengthen the target market of your audience, to create this vision, to create this name for your brand. Allow me to increase the revenue from specifically college students, to call their attention, to bring them on this ride with us. And allow me to increase the image behind your brand. I believe that this video will only bring positive feedback, positive feelings, positive emotions, positive connection with the younger generation. And I believe that as we work on this together, we will be able to connect with that target audience. And to answer your question about costs, just to kind of give you a background. So Salt Lake Express, they're connected with the Dealio. So Dealio pays me. It's like a weird. They already kind of have the numbers situated in like the cost and stuff. So I don't think it would be really applicable to kind of talk about costs, because they kind of already know about that stuff. They
So there's already an agreement for when
we're already
Dealio
contracted
does something,
with them.
and then what it would cost.
Yeah.
So then, can you speak to bringing in these other kids? Does the Dealio just pay them then as a part of our?
They would do it as volunteer.
Since it's new.
Yeah, since it's new, they would do it just for fun.
Then they'll probably be clamoring and they'll want to get paid, right?
Yeah. But I mean, they love dancing. They're passionate about it. They want to get themselves out there. They want to get their names out there. So we would help them by.
What's the name of the group?
I don't even know if they have it. I'm sure they do. I can't remember.
Express.
Express. Hip Hop Express. I don't know.
Right.
But we would help them by getting them out there, and then they would help us by getting us this content.
So symbiotic.
Yeah.
Good.
And so, thank you very much.
You're welcome. All right, why don't you have a seat and we'll talk about it.
Sure.